Number 13. A cookie-cutter sequel in every way. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. In the original Force Unleashed, Darth Vader killed some random Jedi and forced his child to be his apprentice. This became Starkiller, and even though Vader trained the boy himself, he still clung to the essence of good that his father taught him before his death. Starkiller resisted his master and fell in love with Juno Eclipse. In the end, Starkiller did the noble thing and sacrificed his life to save his friends and to weaken the Empire. But then the game made a lot of money, so the developers had to make a sequel to a story they had no idea what to do. The Force Unleashed 2 picks up right where the last one left off, but instead of making a new hero with more motivation to move the plot forward, Starkiller returns as a clone, or at least that's what Vader tells him. Starkiller's clone is haunted by visions of his past and the love that he had for Juno, which is exactly how bad writing works. So now we have a retread of the first game's story with barely any character development. The core combat is still fun, dual lightsaber combat offers more depth, and the force powers are also thrilling to use. Blasting rocket pack enemies with lightning and watching them veer off uncontrollably is a delight. Raising enemies in the air only to lightning shock them and then follow that with throwing a lightsaber at them is so satisfying. Chopping heads and arms off stormtroopers never gets old. Except it actually does. The enemy variety is severely lacking. All stormtrooper enemies mostly just stand there and take it. They never take cover. You'll run into the two types of walkers every time the ceiling is high enough to accommodate them. There's a shield droid that shows up quite often, lightsaber enemies that block physical attacks, another that's immune to force powers, and lots of spider bots, and there's not much else. The story is mostly uninspired, but there are a couple of good ideas here and there. Starkiller is motivated to find his girlfriend, but quite honestly, I had forgotten they even had a relationship in the first game. Oh yeah, Yoda shows up, but he doesn't seem to know who you are, or doesn't seem to care too much. Boba Fett shows up simply because someone on the dev team has a massive boner for him, most likely. He doesn't do anything relevant to the story, and he doesn't even interact with the player. No boss battle, and not even a brief QuickTime event. His appearance in the game is so irrelevant that I don't know why they even bothered. Someone doesn't know how to write a compelling narrative. If this character is Starkiller, then just tell us, don't hide it. I don't want to play as a clone for 6 to 8 hours in any game.
You still don't believe that I'm a clone?
I don't know. But I'm beginning to think it doesn't matter.
I want to play as an actual character that has motivations that belong to him, not distant memories, not shared flashbacks. And dear God, don't tell me a clone has a psychic link with his real self just so you can shoehorn him into situations. That's bad writing. Just admit you never planned for a sequel and you should have never killed him off in the first game. I don't get this company. They have one of the biggest selling Star Wars games ever, then they cut the budget to the sequel to the point where we only have 4 to 5 different environments, and they don't give the team the time they need to make a decent story or to come up with enough stages for enough variety for the player to last much more than 6 hours. That's right, you paid a full price, $60 US, for a game that you could beat in little over 6 hours on the standard difficulty. Oh, you could go back for collectibles or beat it on a higher difficulty, but what's the point? GameSpot gave both console versions of the game a 6 out of 10, which is fair or above average, which is real sad. The original Unleashed actually had a better variety of opponents and settings. The experience was over so fast with this one that I never trusted a Star Wars game to be good without waiting for reviews to come out first. Check back here for a new video every other day until the end of the year. Watch them at your leisure. Let a few of them build up, then subscribe to the channel and buy me a few cheap games on my Xbox wish list. Wait, did I say that out loud? You're just sleepy. Take a nap. Thanks for watching.